Hey everyone, I know it's been such a long time since I've done any sort of a video, and I know it was about time that I posted something up, and I got my hands on a whole bunch of gear from Under Armour. No, this video was not sponsored, but I felt like I wanted to share this with you guys, and obviously with the exciting news that obviously my Spartan race, the one thing I've been working for basically towards all year so far, is less than a month away now. So I knew I needed to buy some gear for Spartan, something that was going to hold up better than what I have now. And I went on the Under Armour website this last weekend and just grabbed a whole bunch of things, and I received it today, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience with athletic clothes in general and kind of my first impressions with all the stuff that I purchased. So overall, the big problem that I've had over the years is I am a die-hard Nike fan. I love Nike. I love the way it looks. I love the way they've redesigned a lot of the women's collection. It's beautiful. It's super colorful. The patterns and the print, it's definitely something that everybody wants to get their hands on. And I feel like that's what a lot of the other brands lack in, is the really nice color blocking, the colors overall, the color schemes, and they just need something to be designed kind of cool, where Nike has definitely nailed that. But the problem that I have with Nike is that their gear, for whatever reason, even though it's designed for athletes and designed for people who are athletically fit, doesn't fit me in the legs or doesn't fit me in the leg region. So a lot of their shorts and their bottoms just do not fit me comfortably at all. Along with some of their tops are designed a little funny, where I find they're sometimes snug in through the shoulders. Maybe it's just me, and maybe my body's just not built to wear Nike clothing, which is really unfortunate, because I will spend the money, even though it's really expensive. I would love to buy a lot of their gear because I think it looks so cool, and I spend most of my time wearing gym clothes or athletic clothes, so I would love to wear Nike, but the reality is I'm not going to spend 50, 60 bucks on a pair of shorts that I just cannot work out in because the leg hole isn't wide enough, or they're so, or it's not wide enough. Like, the leg hole isn't wide enough and they're super short, so they ride down, so I can't run in them, so I can't squat in them, I can't really do anything in them, which is kind of defeats the purpose of a running short. I think that their flaw, that's the one big thing Nike has a flaw in, is the way a lot of their gear is designed, as far as for the ladies, or at least for the ladies with a big butt and thicker thighs. For any of you who follow me on my Instagram, you have noticed my shameless selfie taking and a lot of the pictures I've posted with my body updates and how my body has changed from the beginning of the year. I've been working out crazy intense. I've not stopped going to the gym since before New Year's, and I am incredibly proud with how far my body has gone, and I just decided to purchase new gear for Spartan, mostly because I knew that any of the gear that I had right now just wasn't going to hold up for the race. So at the beginning of the year, I do remember trying on a pair of compression shorts. They were a 7-inch long compression short by Under Armour, and I fell in love with them. The only reason I didn't purchase them was because I didn't know how much weight I was going to lose, and I figured, well, closer to the date, it would make more sense to buy everything that I needed. So that is exactly what I did. And I am, I got my opinions. So we're going to start off with this purchase with not the shorts, but the sports bra, because I decided that, you know what, I have a couple of my Nike sports bras which I've fallen in love with. I love the super basic Nike sports bra, but I figured since I'm trying out a whole bunch of new Under Armour stuff, I may as well try this guy out. So this is the mid-impact support bra by Under Armour. I believe it's called the Breathe sports bra. This guy is $39.99, so it's about 40 bucks, which is pretty standard for a well-built sports bra, something that's going to last you a long time. I think that's about the price range of the Nike ones. I think they're about 40, 45 bucks. But overall, once I took this out of the packaging, I actually fell in love with this color. I was on the fence about getting black. A lot of my gear is black, but I took this out and I am just living for this color. I think it's amazing. I'm a huge fan of hot pink, and just overall the design of it, the mesh, I like the mesh in the back. It's kind of cute. It's different. A lot of companies are putting mesh in a lot of their gear. And Under Armour is no different as far as a couple of their pieces. But the only problem that I think I have with trying this on for the first time, I purchased a small, and I think I could have done better with a medium. I'm not going to return it, mostly because I just don't want to go through the hassle of it. It's not that it's super uncomfortable. It's definitely tight and snug, but not in horrible, to like the horrible extent. I feel like I can definitely deal with it and get over it. It's not that big of a deal. I think that's the only problem that I have with the sports bra, but overall the fabric feels incredibly soft. It feels luxurious. It feels like I'll be wearing this probably a handful more times than my Nike bras, because I basically live in those bras. Moving on to the, where are they? Aha! These are the compression shorts that I have fallen in love with by Under Armour. Now, of course, again, with the big problem that I have with compression shorts from the varying lengths is that a lot of the shorter shorts, anywhere from the 5 inches to the 3 inches, they tend to just ride up, which for a girl that runs or works out, it can be very uncomfortable or very, you know, awkward to be digging out wedgies at the gym in front of everybody. I'll do it, but I won't be happy about it. So when I tried these on at the beginning of the year, I definitely fell in love with them, though I don't believe these are the same ones that I had originally tried on. Trying them on today, and they're also not as tight as I remember them being, which is kind of funny because you would think compression wear is super tight. But these are snug. They are fitting the way they are supposed to. They're just not as tight as I remember. I think that might have to do with the fact that I was heavier at the beginning of the year. But overall, I'm a fan of the way these fit. They fit comfortably in the leg. Overall, the color is great as well. I didn't want to just get straight up black, so this I think is called heather gray or gray, some sort of gray. A lot of my gear is, again, as I mentioned, a lot of it's black, so I wanted to get something dark, so if it got covered in mud at the race, it's not something that, you know, I would die over or be really upset if it got stained. This is something that if it gets stained, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, or most people will notice. So overall, I'm pretty happy about this purchase. I think these are going to hold up really well. The one big problem for myself is that, you know, that I have with running in capris, in long pants. I have yet to find a single brand that creates a pair of pants or capris or shorts, aside from my New Balance shorts, running shorts that I basically live in. I've had these shorts for I think almost 5 years, and I almost always wear these to the gym, and if you see me running outside, I will almost always be wearing these because they don't ride down, they fit, they have built-in underwear, so that means I don't have to wear underwear. Overall, these shorts have lived through so much, and the quality is just amazing. I've had these, again, for almost 5 years, or 4 years, probably over 4 years, and they are not falling apart. The problem that I have with a lot of the longer pants is I love them. I tend to overheat in them really quickly, but that I can kind of get over. The problem that I have is while running, whether it's on the treadmill or outside, they tend to slide down, and I don't want to be stopping every 5 minutes to pull my pants up, and that is just the problems of a big booty girl, unfortunately. There are defaults, and that is one of them, or there are problems with being a big butt girl, and that is, again, one of them. So I am curious to see how well these hold up. The band of the pants, or the shorts I should say, is actually really nice and tight, and again, overall the fit was pretty snug, so I'm pretty sure that these will do really well. I will take them out for a run some point this week outside and probably at the gym to see how well they hold up. I'm fingers crossed hoping that they do exactly what they're supposed to, which is stay in place. Now, my biggest fear, this is probably the one thing that I've purchased that I am very much on the fence about. I think I'm going to keep them just because, well, I'm going to keep them, but it's the one thing that I've yet to grow comfortable wearing it, which is the exact same thing. These compression shorts, again, were $34.99, so $35. These or actually the 3-inch version. So as I mentioned, these tend to ride up, they usually don't stay in place, and overall, to be completely honest with you guys, not until like this last year or year and a half have I really become more comfortable in my skin and overall with my body. So wearing something like this before was kind of unheard of in my world. I mean, to some extent, but as far as these spandex shorts go, I've always loved them because they've always created them in awesome colors, amazing patterns, but I've always felt like either my ass just eats them and my ass spills out, or they slide up my quads and bunch up around my crotch, and I've always thought I was never skinny enough really to wear these kinds of shorts. So I decided, you know what, I was going to bite the bullet and I was going to purchase them because I loved the patterning on these, and I just wanted to try them on and see how they fit. And overall, the fit is pretty good. They sit exactly where I kind of expected them to. They do slide up my quads around the crotch area, so they slide like they do this. They ride up a little bit, which is not terrible, but we'll see how annoying it is at the gym. Overall, again, we'll see. These are going to be a we'll see. The one thing I am impressed about with both of these is the fact is that they're not see-through. That is the other big pet peeve that I have with Nike, along with a whole whack load of other brands. Their fabrics are not tight enough, so even if you squat, if I squat, you should not be seeing the color of my underwear, or you should not be seeing right through to my crotch. That is the one thing that drives me insane about these tights, especially these patterned and colored ones. They become so see-through that you can see right through them. And impressively enough, you can't, my nails are painted red right now. I don't think you can see it. I can't see it, so that overall wins. As far as the see-through test, that wins for me. Like, you can't see right through these. That, like, I remember the one thing I have a gripe with Nike was the last time I had tried on a pair of their tights, they had these gorgeous ombre designed leggings that were almost $200, and I contemplated wearing them. The minute I tried them on and simply just bent down a little bit, oh my god, they went completely white and you could see right through them. I don't think that's acceptable for being, you know, considering that they're $200 and they go see-through, you're kidding me. I just was instantly turned off and I was like, no, I'm not buying these. I don't care how much, I don't care how much of a discount I get, I'm not purchasing these pants. And, you know, that is the big problem that I have with a lot of the brands, is like, they're just, you know, even to wear every day, like they're making a lot of athleisure gear, but even to wear every single day, if I bend over or squat or even just move around in my daily motions, you should not be able to see through my clothing to my underwear or anything else for that matter. So, Under Armour for the win for no see-through. The other pair of pants that I purchased was these pants that I've stared at for the entire year so far. I've seen these on the website all year long, and I was just dying to finally get my hands on them. These are called the Under Armour Tech Twist. They are incredibly soft, but they are so thin that I feel like I could probably throw these over my bikini and like go down by the beach and just feel like not suffocated in them at all and get the coverage and just take them off. They are so comfortable. They honestly feel like the pajamas I've never had or ever worn, because I don't wear pajamas. But these guys were probably the most expensive thing that I've purchased. These were $49.99. Overall, again, I'm in love. They are kind of more of a baggier style. Now, I do have to say, the one thing I forgot to mention is that these were both size mediums. The bra was a small. These I wanted to purchase in a medium, but they were sold out, and so I decided to make the last-minute decision to buy them in a small. I definitely don't regret it because they are a baggier style. They do fit a little bit snug through the legs, not in a bad way though, but they definitely do fit, and I definitely enjoy them though. They are incredibly comfortable, and I think I would wear these like over pair of the booty shorts going to the gym. Like, they're definitely an everyday pant, but I like These are so incredibly soft. I love the pockets. I love the simple details. Like, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Under Armour. They do more stuff like this with the men's collection, and Under Armour, if you guys ever see this video or hearing this, I love your men's leggings and compression pants and shorts. Like, the colors and the color blocking and the different colored stitching is amazing. I would wear the guys stuff if there wasn't an extra pocket in the front that I just don't need. And I'm talking about the crotch zone. If a lot of the other brands, like, these are amazing. These are just flat out amazing. I love the design. I love the different color of, like, gray. They remind me of those Roots sweatpants that everybody wears, but I hate wearing sweatpants, so this is as close to sweatpants as I'm ever gonna get. These are amazing. Hands down, love them. I will be wearing them today to the gym. I will definitely not be taking these off for the next couple of days. Probably the star of the purchase, these. Last thing I purchased, I swear, I promise, I know it's been a long video, my videos are never short, was this mesh top in black. I know. I think this top was actually only available in black, unfortunately. This is a $34.99, $35, basically, tank top. Now, the problem that I have with shirts from a lot of brands is that they are not wide enough in the shoulders. New Balance, hands down, I have this problem with. Their shirts are just not made wide enough in the shoulders. I usually have to cut the sleeves off to fit my shoulders within the shirts. I just don't think they're made for the North American market. I may be completely wrong. Or maybe they're just not made for my body, unfortunately. So, the other thing is, I usually tend to overheat pretty quickly at the gym, and I don't like being constricted in any way, so I end up walking around in mostly my sports bra and my running shorts at the gym. But I had seen a version of this tank top done by Nike over the last couple of seasons, and I didn't want to spend $70 for a tank top that wasn't even made with any sort of, like, polyester. I think it was a cotton t-shirt, and I was like, this is just not practical for the gym. But this is a mesh top. The fabric is mesh. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the details. Ah, there you go. See the tiny holes? This top is amazing because overall, of course, my shoulders, my arms are free, but as well as the length on this tank top is perfect. I find the one big problem with a lot of these tank tops is that they slowly slide, blah, 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 I've been talking too long. They slowly start to slide down and they turn into almost a dress, and I feel like this is hitting you in a perfect spot just around the hip bones. It's definitely my favorite shirt as far as athletic wear that I own at this point. A lot of the other tank tops that I have, like from Nike, does this weird thing where it slides down and then rides up from the bottom. Like, what? Like, how does that work? Like, what? It's so long, I could probably turn it into, like, a mini dress, like, done by Nike. I don't get it. Nike, I don't get it. But this, I love. I like the fact that the back of it is so open, mostly because you'll get the details of any sports bra showing through. It's just, you're gonna get the breathability factor. It's just gonna give you a little bit of extra coverage of the fact that you're not walking around in just a sports bra and, you know, some shorts, but you're also wearing some sort of a shirt. So I'm in love with this top as far as tops go in general. So there it is. That was my Under Armour purchase. I am really excited to see how well this stuff does compared to the stuff that I have. A lot of the athletic gear, again, from what you can probably tell, a lot of it just doesn't fit me or just doesn't function correctly, which you need for it to function while you're training and working out. I don't want to be picking any wedgies out of my ass while I'm running outside in public or, you know, at the gym. It's not comfortable or fun by any means necessary. So as far as the purchase, I'm really happy. I'm really excited. If any of you guys are interested in seeing review videos done on specific pieces that I have purchased, I will be glad to do that for you. If you want to reach out to me, as always, you guys can reach me through the comment section down below or through my Instagram or my Twitter. It's probably the fastest way possible. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time working out and training and keeping up with your New Year's resolutions or training schedules, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you all next time. Adios!